Hey everyone, my name is Chris Lambert. On this channel, we talk Kanye West, and we have 6 new Ye Instagram posts that we're going to go over. We're in the aftermath of Ye seemingly brokering a deal with Adidas and biding his time, as he said, 10 days until he goes after the Gap. So we weren't sure what was going to happen in the next 10 days, if Ye was just going to stay quiet or if he was going to continue to post. And it's not at the same rate as over the weekend, but he is continued to post. But the first post, despite making a deal with Adidas, we're assuming based on his posts, he started off with a post about Adidas. So to the creative director of Adidas, Alasdhair Willis, I've done songs with your father-in-law. Alasdhair Willis is married to Stella McCartney, the daughter of Paul McCartney. So that's who Ye's referring to. Good old Beatles legend, Paul McCartney. How can you watch Adidas do what they've done to a fellow creative and not say anything and never even meet or call me? Why did I have to do this in public? Which, fair question. Alasdhair was named the creative director in, I think, March or April of 2022. So he's new, but he's been there long enough to where you think if you're the creative director of Adidas, in charge of all of Adidas, right? Whether that's performance, the other thing, or originals, he's all of that. And you would think that with Yeezy being such a huge part, or maybe I'm overestimating how huge Yeezy is for Adidas, but that at some point the creative director, the incoming creative director, would want to have a conversation with Ye. Like, that makes sense to me, right? Like, that makes sense to you? I'm not being crazy here. Like, why not have that conversation unless Adidas higher-ups were telling them, like, hey, no, stay away from Ye, that's a whole other thing. I just can't imagine why he wouldn't have that conversation unless he's a jerk. I mean, maybe he's cool. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, Ye even made a post a little later on where he said, to all the Ye fans, please take down any meme of Alasdhair. I believe this is a good guy and he will actually call me and actually help. So this was made 7 hours ago. And then this was made, 15 hours ago? Okay. So there's like 7 or 8 hours between this post and this post. And Alasdhair hadn't contacted Ye in that time. So Ye's kind of doubling down, being like, he'll call me, you know? So one of the reasons Alasdhair got the job, I don't know if I'm even saying his name right, is because of this partnership between Adidas and Stella McCartney that he's been in charge of the design of. And you can see here, these are some of the pieces. I didn't even know Stella McCartney. I guess it's more of a Britain, England thing. But it's a luxury brand over there. And you can see some of these looks, right? Which they're unique. I will say that. I'm not sure how big of a fan I am on some of these. Like, I don't know if I like the cuts as much as other people, but the coat's cool. And I think the shoes have a good like style and aesthetic to them. You have these like clogs going on. These are kind of cool, but still like maybe a little strange. I could see like a soccer team wearing all of this. Down here, once we get to like the all black stuff, I think that's looking like a little better. But I definitely like, it's not my style per se, but I don't think it's bad either. So I think this is clearly like someone that has some creative skill. And then you look here at creative leaders, creative review, and it says transforming perceptions of a 160-year-old brand is no easy feat, but in 3 years as creative director at Hunter, Alasdhair Willis has done just that through theatrical fashion shows, flagship stores, a clever use of digital content, and product lines aimed at more fashion-conscious consumers. So he took over as creative director of a 160-year-old boot company. That's one of the oldest boot companies in the entire world, and transformed it more into a lifewear. Is that the phrase? And did these elaborate running water fashion shows. So I think Ye probably has a respect for this guy, as this is somebody that's not just I did marketing the way that DC did and is now in this like higher up position. This is another creative that's been proven in the fashion world. Like, these boots look awesome. Like, I think all of this stuff looks really cool. Like, this is all passing kind of the smell test for me, so I get why Ye would be a bit more respectful towards Willis here. So we'll see what happens if Willis responds. But then we have this post where Ye's saying, "This the energy, this the love," and it's a text message from Diddy, right? Sean P. Diddy Combs. And he's saying, "Please can send me something I could post in support of you. I never wear Adidas again for the rest of my life if they don't make you right." And Ye says, "Praise God, love you." And this is the post that Diddy made, which we'll see here. Ye and Diddy are close. They go back years and years. While they don't have a lot of music that's like upfront them together the way that we see with like Ye and Jay-Z, or Ye and Big Sean, or Ye and He Who Will Not Be Named but rhymes with Putty. Ye and Diddy are very, very, very close. And even at the BET Awards a couple months ago, Ye showed up because they were giving like Diddy a lifetime award, and Ye was there and gave a speech in honor of Diddy. That's how much he respects Diddy. And so like Diddy kind of like showing up and showing out, showing the support, saying, "Since the era of Run DMC, Adidas has always used hip hop to build its brand and make billions off of our culture. But we are more than just consumers now. We're the owners. Kanye West and YZY are the reason Adidas is relevant to culture. We know our value. I'm done wearing Adidas products until they make this right. We have to support each other. Everybody repost this, please." And then Diddy had the red profile picture. I guess for love. You can see love in the bio. And Ye changed his profile picture to red in emulation of Diddy. He's been having some fun with the profile picture. He changed it to all of the Adidas board the other day, and then was a Swiss Beats photo. So he's kind of changing it around to people who are showing him love. We also had this post from Pete Rock, legendary producer, one of the greatest producers of all time, and one of Ye's like heroes, right? And they also don't have a lot of like major work together. The Joy from Watch the Throne, and Pete Rock was actually down for the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy sessions. And in 2016, after Ye got out of the hospital, Pete Rock had posted to social media of him and Ye just in the studio hanging out, going through records and just listening to things to like sample, remix, classic producer stuff. So Ye and Pete Rock go way back. One of the guys that Ye would have grown up idolizing and then became friends with. So Pete Rock also posted something in support, which we can see right here. In support of my bro Kanye West, Adidas has rode the back of hip-hop culture, starting with Run DMC, and the Black and Latino culture has supported Adidas. Almost everyone in hip-hop, including myself, has supported the Adidas brand, but in support of Ye, I'm not going to wear any Adidas, nothing, until they show the man respect for their relevancy. Wow, I totally get this. SMFH. You know what that means. So Pete Rock, like, similarly a strong message to Diddy, and I think this is a great thing. This is something that Ye has talked about multiple times over the years, that when he stands up, it's not just for himself. He's not just being selfish. He's trying to make a difference and change things for others in the industry, and that when he stands up, others should get behind it because it's for all of them. And he was kind of saying this too about the contract stuff. When he wanted his masters, when he wanted ownership, he's like, other artists should be coming out and saying something because this is for all of us. This affects all of us. And it's good to see legends like Diddy and Pete Rock being like, hey, yeah, I'm on board. I'm going to throw in. It's not like dozens of artists or every artist in the world like dropping Adidas, but it's the start of something. Like Ye's been doing this kind of stuff for decades now, and most of the time other artists just like throw away the key. So it's good to see people finally being like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna stand up and say, yes, Ye, I'm with you, and we're going to like not wear Adidas until this is over, which it already seems like it's over a bit, but Ye's still waiting to have some of these conversations. You think Alasdhair like would have called Ye over the weekend or something with like the huge like fire that Ye was creating with all of these posts, and just nothing from the creative director. I know Ye's saying like he actually seems like a good guy, but I'm feeling very defensive and giving Alasdhair a light 1 on this transition. No, I don't know. That's gonna be such an esoteric joke. I don't know how many people here watch Fantano, but there's this Yeezy Shades commercial that also came out. I don't have the audio for it because it's playing all day, and this would just get copyright struck for doing that. But you can see this is one of just like the subtle little things that Ye does that I think makes him so good. You see everybody starts out looking to the left, and then slowly over the course of the photos, the face turns until it's dead center, and then it continues to turn until they're looking right. I guess they start looking to their rights and then are looking to their left. But it's a way to work in just the most basic of narratives: beginning, middle, end. Beginning, we're looking to the rights. Middle, we're looking straight ahead, making eye contact. That's the climax. And then end, we're looking the opposite way. It gives it this sense of full circle. It gives it this like 3-act structure. Narrative isn't this dramatic. It has to be deep, 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 deep. Just little things like this add just a degree of a through line that makes it more satisfying than just like a series of photos. If this was just a basic series of photos, it would be one-dimensional. It would be flat, interesting, but no tension. And if it was just a series of photos where a bunch of people are looking left and then a bunch of people are looking right, that's a bit more interesting. It has some tension of the push-pull of left and rights, but it's not as dynamic as a triangle. Like the rule of threes is something in art because 3 is a very powerful number as it starts to create like a full dynamic where this is pushing this way, but also getting pushback from this way and this way. It's just 3 dimensions, much more interesting than 2 dimensions, much more interesting than 1 dimension. And this is just one of the most basic and simple ways to show a concept of 3 dimensions in a work that could have been lifeless as just a series of photos. So just having them move across, as silly as it is a huge thing that I will praise, because something as simple as this is a hurdle that is often too high for many commercials and creatives to even think of hurdling over. Okay. And then what else do we got? Just this. This is Ye doing a photo with his kids. I think that's all 4 of them. Yeah, you can see it's 4 pairs of shoes, but it looks like maybe Shy or Psalm got cut off there. But we got Saints, we got North, and Shy and Psalm are the smaller 2, you know? And Ye, is that a new hat? Huh. They're all decked out in this like Yeezy Gap wear with some Yeezys on. Are these new Yeezys? Oh no, just 700s. Okay. Some things are bigger than money. My kids have no idea what daddy has gone through the past few days alone to secure the brand that will one day be handed down to them, God willing. These, the future leaders, will never back down, be stolen from, and forced to compromise who they are for the check. So just sticking up for his family, you know? This is what all of this is about, because as much like wealth as he's already accrued and will continue to accrue, it's like 4 kids. He's thinking in terms of like generations, in terms of dynasty, in terms of giving them security for forever. Like people have blown through fortunes all the time. Nothing's ever promised tomorrow today, right? So you just got to keep reaching for as much as you can while you have the leverage to get it. And that's what Ye's been doing. This photo shoot here was part of something at Donda. You can see here, everybody's kind of decked out. This is in the gym where the Donda Doves are practicing. I don't know if this is a gym at Donda Academy or separate location, but a number of the Donda Doves players were posting videos and this is the same like background that we can see here, right? Just the black tarps and yawnings. You can see some of the seats. This might be where they're playing home games this year. Seeing all the... Oh, wait, no, I thought those were chairs. I thought it was just like black seats throughout the stadium. This was something that I'm not a fan of this. It's supposed to be an effigy of Daniel Cherry, which you can tell from the hat here. Ye was very adamant about making fun of the hats. And these are the Donda Doves basketball team holding up like Daniel Cherry and celebrating the demise of Daniel Cherry, which, you know, if it was just like Ye and a bunch of his friends doing it, like adult friends, I'd be like, okay. But kids at his school doing it, I'm sure they all think it's awesome. Like, this is a fun thing we get to be doing with Ye. It's harmless. I just think it's maybe a little in poor taste to involve some kids in that. Maybe the wrong like school lesson to be learned, but I'm sure that Ye and others would argue that the larger business lesson is far more important than the negatives of this. Team bonding, you have that going on, but I'm not quite a fan of this. One thing to do it with the game and the easy music video and all of that, just the use of kids at the school is a thing that kind of just doesn't sit right with me. But others will disagree and have adamantly. I already had one person on Twitter be like, if that's how you feel, you're not a real Ye fan, you're fake, get out of here. And it's like, I don't have to agree with every single. I can be like, I don't like that one time, a few times, like with everything. Like, it's not a big deal that I disagree with something. It's okay. I don't know who needs to hear that, but I'm sure someone watching, it's okay. You'll disagree about something at some point too, and that's fine, you know? But that's it for this video. Of course, as there's more posts, we'll continue to keep you updated, but it's nice to see Ye with his kids decked out in all the Donda gear. So we'll keep you posted, and looking forward to this. I think we're now 9 days or 8 days until G Day. I think we'll call it Gap Day. So until next time, stay wavy and keep it loopy. Cheers.